What's up, guys? Look, who is Snoop here? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Look, I have a very special episode. Look, we are actually on the go with it today. I've been on the road, drove about 2.5 hours from Atlanta to follow up with one of my Salon Suite Master Course students, Mindy, who I'm so happy to finally meet. She has this beautiful Salon Suite business here, Salon Suites, which is here in Evans, Georgia. And look, I got tons of questions because she doesn't live in Evans, nor does she live in Atlanta. She's actually living in Tampa. So we're about to get straight into it. What's up, Mindy? How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to finally meet you. So what made you get into the Salon Suite industry?
Well, I was getting my hair done one time at a suite, and it was during the pandemic. I was trying to find other ways to make income outside of just regular 9-to-5 job. And I was looking around, asking the girl that would do my hair, like, how it's run, and I just dived right into it.
Really? Okay. So what were you doing for work at the time?
I was working at a child advocacy center, basically working with abused children, physically abused and sexually abused children.
Okay, gotcha. So, like, I mean, did it take like some time to be like, okay, this is what I want to do? Or how long was it from the moment, that you had that conversation with the young lady that was doing your hair, that you really just kind of dive straight into it?
I would say about 3 months. I'm kind of the kind of person, when I want to do something, I go straight into it. I go straight into it.
So what was that process like? Like, did you already have the funding? How did you know what to do? How did you get, kind of, I guess, the roadmap to what needed to be done?
Well, I started looking online, like just Googling Salon Suites, and that's how I came across you.
Okay.
And then I found out about the master course and the Facebook page and all that, and then I signed up for that immediately. I didn't waste no time because I knew there were things that I didn't know. I know I'm pretty good as far as figuring things out on my own, even if it's first time, but why not go through it with somebody who's done it before?
Absolutely.
So I could eliminate those mistakes, which were, yeah, I'm so glad I did.
So you felt like that the course, helped you, do this, quicker and easier than
Absolutely.
it would have had you not?
100%.
Okay,
Yes.
gotcha. Now, how did you get the money to do this? Was that, did you use like savings or did you get funding?
Well, oddly enough, at the time, my husband and I, we sold our house because we were moving.
Okay.
So we used the funds from the selling of the house, but then we got it all back from TI.
Awesome,
so we put it up
awesome.
front, but then we got it all back.
Oh, shout out to your husband. Okay. So speaking of TI, what was that process like? How much TI did you end up, getting?
I got 100,000.
Nice. That's what's up. Especially an area like this. This looks like a very new.
Yes.
Like what made you pick Evans?
I was in the Atlanta area. I was looking around and I couldn't find the perfect spot. Like the inside would be okay, but the outside wasn't what I was looking for. So I was like, let me go to somewhere where there's not so many salon suites. Let me go somewhere that's a need for it. And then I came out here. I just was driving around. I have a friend actually who used to live out here. Okay. And he told me come out here, take a look at it, and I did, and I fell in love with this area.
Awesome. Because you're in Tampa, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what's that like, owning a salon suite in a different city from where you actually live?
It's seamless because I took your advice. One of the young ladies that's renting a suite from me, she does the everyday contact if something's going wrong. She does all those things so I discount her suite. So really, she just calls me, I want to say never, really. It's so seamless, to be honest, being in Tampa.
Okay.
I probably come out here more than I need to.
Oh, okay. Awesome. How often do you come out here?
I try to come at least 2-3 times a month. But the last month, I want to say I was in Tampa a little bit because I don't want them to think I'm hovering over them because they are business owners. So I don't want them to think there's a boss or anything. So I kind of tend to stay away a little bit.
Okay, awesome. Well, let's check out your location.
Sure. Hello, my name is Mindy Paylor. I'm a recent salon suite owner. I just opened my salon suites about 3 months ago. The journey has been great. Well, I don't want to say great. I've had some challenges, but through those challenges, I was grateful to be able to turn to Snoop and the Facebook group to be able to ask for some advice. And so many people had so many different things they were letting me know that I should or shouldn't do. And I honestly don't think that I would have been able to do it without the master course and the Facebook group. I even got some recommendations for architects and contractors. I think I don't think it would have been impossible for me to do without it, but it would have been a whole lot harder. So I think Snoop is doing great work as far as letting people know like the do's and the don'ts, the mistakes she went through so that we don't have to go through them. Because I'm sure there would have been a few times if I didn't know or if I didn't take the course, there would have been some things I would have done differently. So I'm grateful that I did and was able to follow her direction, and I'm just grateful to be open.
You have a pretty good like square footage.
It's 2,400 square feet.
Okay, and then like what are you paying like per square feet?
I don't know per square feet. I can't remember what it is per square feet. I can't remember. But I think it's 23 or 22, I think, per square feet. I can't remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm behind you. How many suites do you guys have in all?
Oh, we have 12 suites.
Okay.
Right now, we have 9 of them leased. There's some ladies working now. We have 9 of them leased. Some people are moving in this weekend, actually.
Okay.
But yeah, 12 suites total.
Okay. What things do you do to market or, target, new suite tenants?
Definitely Facebook Marketplace, Instagram for sure. But those are the 2 places I find the most people reach out from, especially Facebook Marketplace, which was surprising really, because I'm not a social media person, but now I am because of this. So Facebook Marketplace for sure.
Gotcha. What do you think was probably like the toughest part of getting open and just this whole process?
The county.
The construction process.
Yes, I mean everything else was seamless. Like I knew what I wanted, but it's like the permits and getting the inspections done and all that. I think that was the hardest thing, the county for sure.
Okay. Did you enjoy working with your contractor?
Yes.
Okay.
He's really
How
good,
did you find him?
Actually, my architect recommended the contractor I used.
Okay.
And I found the architect on Facebook.
Okay. Awesome. And so is there another side to it?
Yes, there's another side.
Okay.
This is just a common area.
And how long have y'all been open? You said 3 months?
3 months.
Okay.
Yes, this is just a common area for those who don't have the shampoo bowls in their rooms. There are 3 suites that have shampoo bowls, and I did it where the ones down here have the shampoo bowls,
because it's closer to the plumbing.
Exactly. So most of these are leased out to hairstylists, and I have nail techs on the other side, and I have an esthetician here. It's Friday. A lot of people are working for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Graduation and all that. But these are some of the empty seats that I have. The 3 that I have left out of the 12.
Well, that's awesome in 3 months.
Yes. Yes. And then up here is like a little space. I didn't want any space to go unused. So here I was thinking about daily, weekly, makeup artists or something like that, just so that they have this space, because I want to use every inch of the space that I have.
If my advice would be, so if you don't end up getting like many daily suite rentals, just because this is like a smaller city, I would just market it as a booth rent.
Definitely.
Yep, and get it that way. So like, what type of advice would you give to someone that's maybe thinking about getting into the salon suite industry?
I would say definitely be patient. I know for me, that was the number one thing that I was taught, because I wanted it right now. I got it, I know all the things, but the county slowed things up. Contractors can slow things up. You definitely have to have a good team. For sure. Your suite is as good as their team when it comes to the contractor. So definitely getting a really good, reliable contractor, I would say.
For sure. So are you looking to do more suites? Are you kind of looking around in Tampa? And
Yes, absolutely. The next one though, I think I'm definitely going to go with the old dentist office. I wouldn't start brand new again. I love the fact that I was able to do it exactly how I wanted, like build it out. But there are some things like I wouldn't think about, like, I have to get ceilings. I have to get the AC. I have to do all these things, little things that I didn't think about, the plumbing. So definitely the next one would be a dentist office or a doctor's office or something like that. It'll cost less to renovate it. How much did you actually spend on your build out here? This one, I stopped counting after 130.
Okay.
But it was about 150, I want to say, because I didn't take into factor like the equipment and things like that, and permits costing money. I didn't even know the architect was going to cost as much. Those kind of things I didn't think about in the budget. But it was about 150, I would say I tapped out at.
Okay. All right. Do you have any ideas on maybe probably franchising, at some point, or?
I haven't looked into that. I don't know the ins and outs of that. I'll definitely probably be calling you for that. But definitely, for sure. This is just one of many, for sure.
Definitely. It's crazy because so many people don't realize that, like, you don't have to be, somebody with beauty experience or, previous business experience. I think that once you actually, if you do it right, maybe, get with somebody that's done it before, or take a course or something like that. But once you do it right, get it open, it's really a very semi-passive business. Can you kind of speak to that? And
yeah, just like I said, I live in Tampa. I come out here more than I need to. I just come to check on it, make sure everything is good. But really, I can't think of a con since we've been open as far as renting out, getting my lease, getting the tenants to pay the lease, things like that. Everything is done on electronically these days. You can sign, like, I really literally don't have to be here.
Do you use one of the apps?
I use Door Loop.
Okay.
Yeah,
yep,
Door
I do
Loop has
too.
been helpful because it does an accountant and all that.
Yep.
So I use Door Loop for that.
Okay. Any questions you have for me now that you have me out here?
I don't know. I feel like I bugged you the whole time I was building this out. But no, I can't think of any questions. No.
Okay.
A lot of questions were answered through the way here.
Okay. Awesome. Sounds good. You'll have to join us at maybe the National Salon Suites Conference, this year. Have you gone to any of them yet?
No, I have not. Every time that they have them, it's around my anniversary, so I'm never able to go.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, it might be the same way this year. It's October. I think 25th to the 27th or something like that. Yep, and it's in Baltimore.
It's always in October. Yeah. So I'm unable to go, but definitely will when I get the chance to.
Well, shout out to your husband for being like believing in your dreams and utilizing the money that you guys made from selling your house to invest in business wise. What does he do, if you don't mind me asking?
He drives trucks, and then he's in the military reserve, the Air Force.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. You guys have kids?
Yeah, 2 boys.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Definitely would not have been able to do this without him. Because even also, you think you have one price in your head, and it's like, oh no.
I always tell people now with budget, you definitely want to tack on, probably an extra 15 or 20%, so.
That's another word of advice I would give to people. Because my contract, I saw his name, I'm like, I'm not answering this phone. Because I know he wants more money. But he was upfront always, every time, and gave me different options, so.
That's awesome.
Definitely.
That's awesome. I'm glad that you had a good experience and that, you're enjoying the business and the industry. I really think that this industry is just such a blessing, because it just is a way to open up so many doors for yourself, and it's not a lot of hard work once you get open. So
not at all. Literally, if I had the money, I would probbe be doing the second one already. If I had the money. But my husband's like, hold on, we just got this back. Let's wait a minute.
Well, I can't help you get business funding, so hit me up if so.
Definitely.
Well, thank you so much for having me. Like I said, great space. If you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, and keep doing what you do. You did a great job.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. You were definitely helpful through this whole process.
For sure.
I hope I didn't get on your nerves.
Oh no, girl, you're fine. You're fine. Nice to finally meet you.
Yes, you too.
All right, sounds good. Well, you have a good one. Okay.
Thank you. You too.
All righty.